Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Master Hope and I'm coming to you with the Fitness Protection Connection program. Today I wanted to go over martial arts versus street fighting. Okay, what's the difference? That kind of thing. And if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. I will answer you back when I can. And if you like this topic and would like to subscribe to see more videos like this, then please do so, okay? All right, so the first thing I wanted to go over is time, okay? How much time does it take to learn martial arts versus how much time does it take to learn some self-defense moves, okay? Well, you know, the time difference is significant. With martial arts, if you're in it for ranking, things like that, then it is going to take quite a bit of time to get your black belt, typically about 3 years, okay? I practiced quite a bit in the early stages for my black belt, and I ended up getting mine in 2 years. I was a serious student and devoted a lot of time to learning the techniques and practicing and really getting proficient in that skill. So anyway, so you have some time invested with the martial arts. Okay, now with the street self-defense, a lot of times street fighters actually, they don't invest hardly any time, okay, learning their skills, things like that. They just kind of, you know, from what they see on TV or other types of street fights, you know, they learn through experience, okay? So, but they really don't train, they really don't practice on a regular basis. So they're just kind of getting the experience by fighting it out, by just doing it, okay? What works and what doesn't work. But with my Fitness Protection Connection program, I do teach you the proper techniques on how to use them, and also basically for self-defense for street. Okay, now also in martial arts you have structured, it's a structured environment, okay, it's a structured discipline, and also it's a practice, okay, you have to practice it in order to get proficient at it. It's the same thing, but with street fighting, they don't practice, okay, unless they're practicing it for real on somebody, that kind of thing, to use it as bullying. That is not really practice. That's just not good. So anyway, so you have the difference there as well. But also with the Fitness Protection Connection program, I always encourage you to practice these techniques as well on a regular basis, so that you do become more familiar with them, you become more confident with doing the techniques. And by any means too, if you have any questions about how to do a certain technique, if I don't explain it enough to you, or that kind of thing, then you know, please feel free to contact me and I will help you out as much as I can. Okay, because it is important to practice the techniques properly, and not, you can practice a technique over and over and over, but if it's wrong, then you're just going to end up practicing a technique 100 times wrong, okay, and it's not going to be effective for you when you're doing self-defense. So keep that in mind, okay? So I'm going to put on my spectacles there. Okay, so you have one that's structured, it's a discipline, okay, and then the other one, like for street fighters, they're not disciplined, they're not structured, and anything goes, okay? So that's kind of the other difference. Like when you're in a martial arts setting, okay, they have referees or black belts there to help, you know, spot check, you know, make sure that there's no serious injuries going on when they're practice fighting, or, you know, sparring, okay? Well, in street fighting, there's really not any referees there to break up, to say, okay, hold on, you got 1 point, stop, okay, let's count the point, okay, go ahead and continue, you know,
I think you want to resume, is that right?
Stop, Google. Anyway, I don't know what's happening with that. I've been having issues with a lot of my devices today. So anyway, so like when you're doing street fighting, they don't really break up the fights. They don't, referee. Okay, so you want to be careful with the street fighter because anything goes. There's no rules, no holds barred. Okay, and that's also the most dangerous. So. With my techniques and with my program, I'm trying to connect the fitness with the self-protection so that you have stamina, number one, your conditioning, number two, and you have the skills, number three, in order to protect yourself in case of that type of situation. Okay. Also, martial arts has been gearing more towards, there's also a side of it that is sport. Okay, there's like taekwondo, it's into the Olympics now, and karate and that kind of thing. Okay, so a lot of people go into it for the sport type of it as well. Okay, and a lot of it is not traditional self-defense or martial arts if you take that avenue. So be careful and mindful of that. Now, like with the street self-defense or the street fighting, okay, it's no sport. Okay, they some might kind of look at it like a sport, like it's fun to go and beat up people or assault people or maim people, things like that. But it is not a sport. Okay, so I take what I'm teaching you very seriously. And I hope you do too, knowing full well that you can use these techniques to defend yourself, okay? But with any type of sport, though, there is a lot of conditioning, okay? So the martial arts, they do a lot of conditioning. They do a lot of training and practice to condition your body into shape, for one. Well, why is that? Okay, because if you're doing sparring, not just even at tournaments, but even if you're practice sparring, that kind of thing in the classroom setting, you need stamina. And it's the same thing with street fighting, okay? You do need stamina. So, but the street fighter really doesn't train. They don't condition. They don't jog. They don't bike. They don't work out on a regular basis with weights and that kind of thing. They're thugs, okay? They're just looking to fight, okay, for whatever reason, or rob or rape or whatever no good thing that they want to do. So with the Fitness Connection Protection Program, I try to incorporate the cardiovascular part of it too, the weight training, as well with conditioning your body so that you will be a trained, skilled self-defense person when the time comes, or if the time comes. Hopefully you'll never have to use it, but you will be prepared. Be aware and be prepared if it happens. Plus, you're going to get yourself in shape, okay? And you're going to be feeling good. You're going to be looking good. And you want that to continue as you continue with the program, okay? So next thing, let's see. We went over that. Okay, also martial arts, they also go over about not bullying people. Now, street fighters, they bully people, okay? So, martial arts says, okay, only use this in case of self-defense, and I agree with that, okay? The techniques that I show you basically are for your self-protection or for the protection of someone else's life that may be in danger as well if you're intervening, okay? So then by all means, go ahead and be on the offense and then defend that person and their safety, okay, if you need to. So you do want to stick up for the weak as well. And it's a good thing to do, okay? But knowing full well that you are going to be liable for any type of physical damage that you do to somebody if they are not on your property, okay? So you kind of got to take that into consideration too, concerning that. So, but I am someone who doesn't like to see somebody get beat up or bullied or that kind of thing. So Many times it will stop if you just intercede and speak up for the other person, and try to diffuse the situation verbally first, in a firm but, voice that tells them that you mean business, and then hopefully only as a last resort, if it comes to a physical altercation, that you will be able to defend yourself and the other person. However, of course, somebody should be calling the authorities at this particular time too. So before you intervene, so hopefully, you'll be able to have some help on the way as well. Okay. But the main thing is not to stick around and fight somebody, because nobody wins in the end. Both parties are usually going to end up getting hurt. So you just want to keep that in mind, and try to call for help beforehand. All right, so what else? We went over good physical shape. Martial artists typically, that's an anaerobic type of fitness, which means they go really hard for a short period of time, and they burn calories but they also need to increase their endurance. Okay, so same thing with street fighting. That can go on for several minutes, which when I used to compete is exhausting, okay? Especially if you're taking full blows, kicks and punches and things like that. Even with gear on, it still hurts, so it just kind of pads the blow a little bit, but not much, but you have to learn how to increase your endurance and stamina, and also with the exercises and the cardio that we do with the program, with the Fitness Protection Connection program, that will increase so that you will be able to stand and be able to endure, a fight for your life. Okay, so, and that's what basically you are fighting for, is your life. So the adrenaline's going to be going, it's going to increase more energy burned and things like that at that particular moment. And so you won't have a lot of time to think about what you're going to do, because your body, from doing the routines that I'm going to be coming out with soon, and plus from my past videos that you are practicing, it's just going to become automatic. Your body's just going to react instead of you having to think about what it is that you have to do. All right. So, when it comes down to that point. And so that's where practice comes into play. Okay. So please keep that in mind. All right. If you don't use it, you lose it. All right. Street fighters, like I said, they normally don't practice on a regular basis. But if you want to defend yourself successfully, then yes, you will need to practice on a regular basis in order to keep your skills sharp, your reflexes, your reaction time, really quick, and in order to be able to defend yourself successfully. All right. So when you consider that 1 out of every 3 or 4 women and teens and children, get physically attacked or that kind of thing in this country, do you want to be a victor or a victim? That's something that you got to ask yourself. Okay. So this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to put this program together, because I'm tired of people, playing weak and not being able to defend themselves because they don't have the knowledge. Okay, well, I'm trying to give you the knowledge. All right, I'm giving you knowledge, but it's up to you to practice and to get in shape for it as well. Because it's all around beneficial. Okay, your body's going to appreciate it. Your spouse or your significant other, they're going to appreciate it. You taking control and confidence and empowering yourself to be able to be more confident in those types of situations. And plus, you're just going to feel better about yourself, too, because you're going to be looking better and knowing that you have the arsenal in here, okay, which is going to come out here, if you need to. All right, so there's the good physical shape, okay? And then let's see. Yeah, because typically the bullies, they don't train on a regular basis, okay? And then also the martial arts is a mental strictness. It's to basically to help the weak people, okay, too. But when I first started taking martial arts, I didn't realize how much information that I had to learn. Okay, but it was more of a mental state of mind, that I had to learn and develop over a period of time, that I wasn't going to quit. That quitters never win and winners never quit. And that's always stuck with me. So with martial arts, usually they try to show you or teach you, okay, if you're going to start something, then you don't stop it, until you reach your goal. All right. But for me, martial arts is and was and probably always will be a way of life for me. Okay. I fell in love with it. I was very passionate about it when I started in my 20s, and I've been in it for over 35 years, and this is my reward for it. Martial arts also has belt systems, and street fighting, they do not, okay? And I know that's kind of scares a lot of people because you also have the money situation too. Martial arts can be expensive. This program is not. I paid all the money to bring you this information that could possibly save your life or someone else's, okay? So you want to take those things into consideration as well, all right? So keep that in mind, that your life is the most important thing. It's the most important gift that you have been given, and it's important to take care of your body. And that's why I developed this program, because I wanted to incorporate physical fitness and along with self-defense, and putting the two together, and you have the fitness protection connection program. Okay, so I'm connecting both of those to get you not into shape physically but mentally as well, to be tough-minded, to have a good, strong, healthy mindset, that you're gonna eventually have to learn how to make a decision, either to fight or flight. I like to say both. Do both. If you can't flight first and get out of that situation and run away, okay, then you're going to have to stand and fight and be committed to doing that. Don't just start fighting and then cower and then be like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, unless you're play acting, of course, until you get another opportunity to strike a blow. And then, of course, go ahead and leave, after you do that. Your escape is always in your mind as far as how can I get out of this situation. So that's what I am prepared to give to you and to present to you with the Fitness Protection Connection program. In the next few classes I'm going to be going over. I'm going to do one this week as well. So I hope you will enjoy it. It's going to include some blocks, some strikes, some kicks, some elbows, and putting the hammer down. All right, and of course mental toughness. And some of us people are just lazy, and you need a good kick in the pants to get your booty going, to get up off of the couch, okay, or off your chair, and then do a workout program with me and tell me what you think, okay? And tell me how you liked it. And of course, just let me know how you're doing on your journey, whether it's weight loss, whether it's just getting in shape, whether it's learning self-protection. But you get both benefits with me, okay? And everybody else will get the benefits too, because you're just going to be feeling better. You're going to present yourself better, be more confident with yourself. And if you don't take care of yourself, sometimes nobody else, you can't take care of anybody else either then, when you don't take care of yourself. So that's the point I want to try to make. And sometimes for me, I don't have anybody else to take care of me but me. And so that's another reason why, I'm so in love with this program and want to share it with you. So thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe and click the button below with any comments and share with your friends, okay? I can't go live with my classes until I have 1,000 subscribers. So please help me out with that, and then we can start doing some classes live. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you so much, and God bless, and be safe.